This shit baffles me to no end, but then again, it doesn't baffle me. But I question, why the hell did we all of a sudden one day decide we are okay with this world that we're living in? This country disgusts me. I bled red, white, and blue growing up. And to find out the things that are going on in this world. But just to boil it down to one point today, an experience I had at Lowe's. We're going to get lumber for the port. Okay? I'm disabled. No, not veteran status. I never went in the military, but I did 6 years of JROTC, which I very much enjoyed. I liked the order of it. I liked the stillness of it, because with order comes stillness. I didn't enjoy the yelling from sergeants and stuff, but at the same time, when I had a band of brothers with me and a group of brothers with me all around me, growing up, making runs through the town and stuff, singing in cadence, very much enjoyed that. And my father did always teach me, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. But you can't even do that in America. I go different places, and it's like some places that is not acceptable. What the hell happened? All kinds of stuff happened, but that's not the point. So this Lowe's location is in Columbia, Tennessee. It's not perfect. I just found it. In fact, they have a new store manager, and his name is Charlie, which is interesting. And I'm going to end up meeting him. Well, the female they had before, she was rude. Anyways, the young man, Zach, at the register, very respectful, very polite, very nice. And I shop on the 90% off cart and the 50% off cart a lot there. Actually, I funded a lot of the porch this way because it's only a temporary structure to me. And even if it's permanent, hell, if it lasts me 30 years, I don't care. Let it fall down. I'll be dead, hopefully. I don't want to live to be an old man. I'm already old. And he gets the manager to come over. And this lady's about the same age as him, maybe a little bit older, a couple of years. And I had a Red Bull. Now, I couldn't find no help getting my lumber at Lowe's today. I don't have nobody with me. Y'all know. I got a gimp shoulder, nerve damaged, brain damaged, all kinds of effed up. And sometimes I know I need to ask for help. I was feeling lightheaded. The 2x6s I needed, the pressure treated for this porch project, were on the bottom shelf. And if something's at the bottom shelf and plus the pile has been picked halfway back, I can't do that. I can't get to that shit. I cannot. Unless you give me some kind of tool to reach back there and pull them forward toward me, I cannot do that. You know? Anyway, so I have to have help. It sucks because a man asking for help sucks. A man not having a buddy to help him sucks. A man not having his son or his dad or his brother to help him, or his neighbor to help him, sucks. But that's my life. We keep pushing forward, and we just do what we do to get by. You know, it is what it is. But anyways, this girl comes over. I had just finished getting help getting my 2x6s. I had this big old cart of lumber I just showed you, plus a cart with some joist hangers and, you know, seat my 2x6s in, because I'm a one-man working crew, so I have to do it differently. Plus, I'm disabled, so I have to make all kinds of adaptations that I might not normally do, like on this, putting hangers for my porch. I would on a permanent porch, but on this temporary thing that I'm going to disassemble, no, because when I do use these things, I do much prefer to use nails with a palm nailer. That's just my preference. I grew up in construction doing that, and so it always works. It looks very pretty. I built hurricane homes, and so that's how I would build even a deck. Just very stout, very meant to be one piece and not rip apart. And it would be very anchored, but here I can't do that. But anyways, I'm going to show you the mess. I've got to get some more weed killer mixed up and get a weed eater out here, because I haven't been out here in a few weeks. Look how bad it is, guys. They're in just terrible, terrible rain, torrential rains every day. And my yard is clay, and so it's really soft right now. Fortunately, we didn't have to have the septic tank pumped. We saved $400 Thank the good Lord. Anyways, so you see that slope in the middle right there? I need to change that 4x and put something underneath it instead. Because look at it already hanging and sinking from the rain. I mean, it's just crazy. So got to get it re-leveled out. But I knew I was going to have to do that. So I'm at Lowe's. I'm checking out. Manager comes over. All I asked this girl, you guys, I said, would you mind throwing that Red Bull can away from me, please? I've got a shopping cart plus a loaded cart of lumber. Lots of pressure-treated lumber, heavy shit, wet shit, saturated in water and chemicals. Well, there's a trash can right out there. That is exactly how this bitch said that. And I don't give a shit what gender you are. This was a female. She was dressed to look like a normal, fat American female. Sorry, not sorry. Zach was a very tall, overweight, but gentle. He's just a very gentle giant. Very tall, maybe 6'4", maybe 350, 400 pounds. But very, very, very kind soul. Very kind soul, you could tell. He's just a kind dude. And that really bothered me. And it struck a chord really deep with me. I felt highly disrespected. And I don't often feel disrespected. But I do a lot in customer service these days. And the America that I grew up in the area that I grew up in Venice, Florida, you did not get treated like that. Nor did you desire at your job to treat anybody like that. And so Zach, actually, he gave me, you know what? I've been thinking about pruning shears, and it's kind of funny. They're small, but I don't want to buy any big ones because I don't have any big stuff I need to cut. It's little shit, but I got a free gift today for my Pros commercial account, and it's pruning shears, and it's a small box, but I haven't opened it yet. I'm curious to see. I believe it was taped on both ends. Okay, it's just tabs, but I usually like to open this with a knife, and I don't have a knife on me, which I should. I know. I don't carry knives a lot unless I need them. Anyways, so let's see what they look like. I don't understand this. Hang on. Let's see here. Oh. Duh. Okay. So it's got the little lock there. But I can cut my strawberries with this because look. I got one little strawberry plant. And I don't like eating shitty food. I really don't. I think it's bad for your body. I think everything we have is poisoned. Our water, it's just sad. You thought you could trust these rules and these, yeah, it's just sad. America is sad. Anyways, here's my little strawberry plant. So my free gift from Lowe's will help me take care of that. And that will be good. See, it's got all kinds of new buds coming in. Do have a couple of leaves I want to get off here. Let's see. There we go. Oops, I cut one of the healthy ones. Oh well, no biggie. I just transferred it to the pot. But anyways, so when she said that to me, I was in the process. I had loaded my lumber. It took me like 20-30 minutes, and I'm hurting real bad. I'm about to have to sit down for a while, but the drive helps. It's a nice drive. It's about a 40-minute drive. It's nice, just a straight shot, mostly 60 the whole way. So that was really nice to listen to some music and just kind of meditate on life and everything. But I thought that okay, I understand these people are like a generation behind me that are at Lowe's, both of them. And by generation, I mean they're 10, 15 years younger than me at least. You know, they could be 20. I'm almost 40 years old. You know, they were, I thought, early 20s, mid 20s at most. Him early mid 20s. Her, she might have been in her late 20s at most. Um, but her attitude seemed to be just so negative and disregarding. And it's like, I have a commercial account. I'm a frequent shopper at this store. Have been for 3.5 years now. They recognize me because of my dog, because of my disability, because I have to ask for help a lot, because I'm alone a lot. What was so hard about throwing away an empty Red Bull can when I'm trying to manage a dog, a service dog, this horrible cart that barely rolls and I have to push real hard with 12-foot lumber in it and 8-foot lumber in it? I mean, that's not a light stack of lumber for a guy with the kind of disability I have to move, and I'm not supposed to be doing it. My doctors, like, you wouldn't believe how many doctors discharge me because I'm not going to lie to them and tell them I'm not doing this shit. You know, I'm not going to lie to them. I'm just not that way. It's just not in my fiber of being, or whatever you want to call it, DNA, to do that. But I just was, I really was, and I still am. The whole situation saddened me, but it kind of made me start doing what I often do, and that's like playing my life like a movie reel, and just thinking about all the different changes in the world, all over the world. It's kind of crazy, and I don't know when America decided to throw away kindness, but that's bullshit. We need to bring that shit back. I'm sorry. This hating on every other religion, and then on the other side is, if you say anything negative, you're a transphobic and Muslimophobic, and you just have a phobia. Something's wrong with you. No, they scream death to America over there, but if I grew up there, I'd probably be screaming death to America too, because I would grow up there and see that and grow up in that. I mean, and sometimes I think of, now, don't get me wrong, let's not twist radicals and regular Muslims, and that's the other thing. 9/11. The younger generations don't know nothing about that shit, and most Americans don't even want to accept or believe or talk about the very obvious bullshit that was a constructed demolition. This was constructed by our government, but they're not the ones in charge. Understand that. And it's not the Illuminati people. Stop the shit. It goes deeper than that. But the bottom line is, it goes back to, you have two choices in this world: to be kind or not be kind. I try my best. I fail sometimes. I desire to always be kind, but I'm not always kind. And a lot of times I think it's because of ignorance, just sheer disrespect. I always desired to respect people, because I never want to make anybody hurt or anything. But this country is just so out of control. It's so out of control what's going on. And I don't know that there's a fix. But choose to be kind in the meantime, because things could be so much worse than they are right now for so many of you, including me. And it is a lot worse for other people all over this country, all over this world, than what you've got today. I promise you that. So try to be grateful. Self-doubt, self-denial of forgiveness, self-pity, fear, anger, shame, filthiness, uncleanliness. You think about those words, filthy and uncleanly. I've always been kind to Muslims, even though I grew up going through 9/11, but I was studying architecture, so I knew there was no way that Muslims did this. Plus, I lived on the airport. That guy, we used to laugh at that guy that they say claims to hit the first tower. Come on. He couldn't even land a damn Cessna. I worked at a restaurant. I grew up in Venice, Florida, you guys. I worked at a restaurant called 44th Aero Squadron on the airport where they say he trained in Venice, Florida on the island of Venice. Wait, no. Was it on the island? No, it's not on the island. Yes, it is. On the island of Venice. So there's the city of Venice, the island of Venice. And it's in Sarasota County, Florida. Right on the Gulf of Mexico. We used to sit there and laugh at him in a restaurant while we were working. Because all these, rich white boys are coming in here and flying in these little Cessnas and stuff and learning how to fly, and they don't have the problems this guy's having. But he's determined, I mean, and I just think it's a shame. So many wasted lives, and it's sad. I don't know why America's not pissed off more at their government, more at the leaders of the world. But no matter how you feel, if both sides choose to be kind, there's a better chance of it working out better. Till next time, neighbors, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing battles.